in Mugi, the MVP of 2020, has a lot to say about that.
And a bit of a slow start here. Mo opens up with an earthquake cycle, and Mugi doesn't even respond.
You wonder if he's going to go heavy. Mo already showing that he's going light and fast. Happy to cycle an earthquake early on. A bowler. We have not seen bowler since, I think, day one, and I'm pretty sure this means Loon freeze. It could mean something else, but that's mainly what we see bowler with.
Bowler Loon freeze against Archer Queen and the Mortar. Normally, you'd feel pretty good about that for Mo, but of course, both those two cards out. This might be Mugi's best opportunity right here, but he's not going to go to zero with Mo being almost full.
Happy to get that rage, though, makes it so that Mohamed Light has to spend on this Knight, and that Knight pressure is just a little bit less than he'd like. Bar barrel out, not back around to bowler yet. Maybe NATO comes into play. There it is.
Yeah, the King Tower activation here, but as we say often, at what cost? Tons of damage. This is a rough matchup for Mugi.
It's a nice setup there with the Inferno Dragon to block those Spear Goblins from getting on tower, but here we go. AQ running into a bowler, and we wonder when Mugi's actually going to go on the offensive. With only 3.5 elixir in the tank, I think he just holds steady.
Spear Goblins, Archer Queen, Mortar. All three good responses to that Loon, not to mention delivery, certainly also valuable.
Yeah, that is a great setup there. You have the Spear Goblins to bait out a spell, or the NATO. You have the AQ with the ability, the Mortar to reset, and of course that delivery to drop on top. So here we go. The first Loon send is in. Mohamed Light was waiting for it. Tanked at the bridge, so the Princess Tower's on top of the balloon. But that means the Lumberjack's getting tanked for.
Yeah, that Mortar not doing what he wanted, and the freeze comes in. Oh my word.
And look at Mohamed Light. You can see him freaking out.
Oh no, tower down. Mohamed Light in trouble. 45 seconds left,
Rich,
and that might be the championship.
That's it. There is no way that he breaks through this, but he is hoping, praying for a chance. But that was just an exquisite send. That Lumberjack did so much work, and Mohamed Light can see the writing on the wall.
That Mortar, what an interesting place for the Mortar, and it gave such a clean, easy way to get that freeze in. Cannon cart down, 22 seconds left.
Mohamed Light looks despondent. Freeze is going to come in defensively. And Rich, we have our 2021 World Champion in Mugi.
Unbelievable. I guarantee you fans around the world celebrating like crazy. Posters going up on walls. Mugi is your 2021 CRL World Champion.
He's done it. $200,000, and he busts out not only the Prince Lance, but the Loon freeze late in the tournament. We only saw it one other time, and Mugi takes Mohamed Light out with that deck.
Bowler Loon freeze in early versions of dual mode was so popular and basically fell out of favor. I'll say this, only mid-upper tier players were still using it consistently in dual mode sets. And in this moment, Mugi pulls it out, and from the get-go, Mohamed Light looked uncomfortable.
And here we go. Our world champion celebrated here in studio. That trophy is his. $200,000 is his. And the greatness, the legacy of being the best Clash Royale player in the world goes to that young man.
Unbelievable. I can't say it enough. Mugi, who did not succeed in competitive play all year, who did not seem like dual mode was his mode, comes through on the biggest stage, the most important time, and the only time it matters is right here at World Finals. And here we go to Helsinki, to Supercell headquarters, and only one player in Clash Royale history can ever have what's happening right now.
They get their face up on the most important building to all of us Clash Royale players out there, Supercell headquarters in Helsinki, Finland. Everyone in that country is going to know who Mugi is if they don't already.
I have a feeling they probably do. Clash Royale, of course, huge in the home of the game, but there's only one player who's ever had their face that big anywhere in that country, maybe anywhere in the world. Mugi, your CRL 2021 World Champion. This is a day, this is a night, this is a time he'll remember for the rest of his life.
What a beautiful scene to set there for Mugi to set.
The MVP for a reason, of course, overshadowed a little bit by that year's CRL World Champion in Team Queso and Ruben, who did take the win over him in that matchup, but took his time, crushed ladder this season, and came through right here here to get that beautiful trophy and, of course, $200,000.
Let's take a closer look at that prize pool and how much money this guy's going to walk away with. If you don't already know, I'd be shocked. $200,000 goes to Mugi. $100,000 goes to Mohamed Light, and that's where it ends.